Yes. Happy Madden season once again. For those of you who are just about to get the game today on Friday, and those of you who've been playing the game early, welcome. Happy Madden season. This is the video that you need to watch before you get started. This is the Madden Ultimate Team, Madden 23 Ultimate Team for beginners. So if you ever wanted to get into Madden Ultimate Team, aka MUT, if you ever want to get involved or see what all the excitement and hoopla is, this is the video for you. This video is going to walk you step by step from beginning to end exactly what MUT is and how to get started and how you can build your team, whether you pay money or you don't pay anything at all. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. We're trying to keep this video within 30 minutes. I'm making this intro before I even started the video, so let's see what happens if I'm right by the end of the video. So without further ado, class is now in session. So what is Madden Ultimate Team, better known as MUT? Think about it if card collecting meets fantasy football. The basic premise is that you'll earn packs of cards or buy packs of cards, and depending on what card you get from the pack, you'll then put those cards together to make your ultimate team. Each card that you purchase or find out of a pack will have attributes related to them. Collect as many cards as you can and put the best team together so you can win on the field. So how do you earn currency to purchase cards? Well, first we need to talk about what that currency is. When you first get started with Madden Ultimate Team, you get prompted to a screen like this. Start your Ultimate Team. But before we do that, let's talk about the currency that you're going to earn so that you can purchase your particular cards and your players that you're going to put on the field. Now, if you look to the top right corner, you'll see a bar, and this is where your currency totals are. So let's take a closer look. We're going to start with this one right here. These are what are called MUT coins. You earn these coins by playing head-to-head matches, by playing different challenges that the Madden Ultimate Team gives you. You can earn these coins in a lot of different ways, but keep in mind you will never have to pay money to earn these particular type of coins. Next, we're going to talk about points. Okay, this green bar indicates how many points you have based off what you've purchased from EA to achieve those points. So this is with real money that you can purchase these points in order to buy packs or individual players. Now keep in mind, you cannot use these points to buy from other people in the auction house. Keep that in mind. We'll go over that a little bit later. So you can only get those points from EA to purchase your packs or individual players from EA. So as part of EA's promotion to sell the All Madden Edition is not only we got the game 3 days early, but we was also able to get an additional rewards as far as packs, different players. We also got those 4,600 points, uniforms, and a couple strategy items that we'll go over what those mean here in a little bit. I personally don't like to purchase points throughout the year because my team is usually no money spent. However, if you want to purchase points to build the best team possible, that is 100% up to you. However, the way EA updated the game this year, you can have or build just as good as a team if you don't spend any money. It'll just take a little longer and you'll have to earn your way through, and we'll show you how to do that. So next we're going to talk about training points. Now these are very important if you want to upgrade your cards. So basically just think of it of going to training, working out, upgrading yourself, making yourself better. This is what you can do for your cards. Training points is how you add superstar traits X Factor traits is how you upgrade your strategy cards and things of that nature. The way you earn training points is by selling your cards that you earn from your packs for training. So let's say if you have two of the same card, you can sell one for training and upgrade the other card. Next, we're going to talk about your MUT level. The more you play, the more you earn XP. Each level has a designated XP attached to it, and once you reach the threshold of that level's XP, you will get to the next level. Each level has rewards attached to it, and rewards such as a certain amount of coins, a special pack, or chances to get individual cards. We will break down some of the rewards in this year's Field Pass at a little later time in this video. Also, just beside your MUT level is the overall of your team. This number is based on the cards that you actually put in the lineup and not the cards that you own in your binder. And the last we're going to go over is cred. Cred is basically earned from playing the game no matter what game mode you play. I'm not sure why they have it in Madden Ultimate Team's bar. It should just be in the homepage bar, but whatever. You will not use cred in Madden Ultimate Team at all. But you do earn a lot of cred playing Madden Ultimate Team, so maybe that's why they have it up here. Cred is used to customize your individual player that you use in Face of the Franchise or the Yard. Once again, you can earn cred playing any mode of Madden, whether it be head-to-head, Madden Ultimate Team, the Yard, etc. So now that you know what the currency is, let's talk about the most important ones that you need, which is training, coins, and your MUT level, aka XP. So I'm going to use screenshots instead of like actually clicking through, because I want to keep this video as tight and as short as possible without rambling on. So let's get started now with building your Ultimate Team. So click Start Your Ultimate Team to get started. This is the main screen for if you want to do challenges. Now, challenges is another way to earn coin. You can play these challenges solo, or you can play them co-op with a friend. These challenges will also allow you to earn different cards when available. So right here you see it has a description of whatever type of game you're playing, the conditions of the game, the requirements to beat this particular challenge, and how many rewards you will get. Keep in mind, completing challenges can be a grind at times. However, I like to use this time to work on different plays, do different scenarios, and work on my game as I complete these challenges. And as you get better, you'll be able to complete the challenges faster to get the rewards you need to get to build your team. Once you complete the challenge, you'll see the number of stars you earned. You want to make sure you got all the stars that's available for this particular challenge, and you'll see that and know that by seeing where it says max stars. So from there you can go on to play the next challenge. You can return the challenges and see if there's any rewards available to you, or you can replay the challenge if you didn't get the max stars necessary. What I like to do is I like to continue on to play the next challenge until there's no more challenges left on this particular challenge level, and it will tell me to return the challenges so I can get my rewards. So if you click on play next challenge, you will go to the next page. So if we go to the next challenge, it says earn an exclusive 78 overall Joe Burrow by beating the next 3 challenges. But first, get familiar with Joe and move the chains. So basically for this requirement, you have to get a first down, 10 plus yards on this drive. It's rookie, arcade, and you're playing the Buccaneers, who's 71 overall. Once you click on play solo, it will take you to another page that just breaks down all the requirements, and then you can hit X to continue. Once you complete all the challenges in a row, then it will tell you to return the challenges, and then you click on that to receive your rewards for that particular challenge. So these are the type of rewards you receive when you complete challenges. In our particular challenge, they said we were going to get a 78 overall Joe Burrow. So let's now click on view items so we can break down the type of things that you see when you get a new card. So when you look at any card up close, this is what you'll see. You'll get a history, description, and you'll know their archetype. Archetypes are very important because it'll determine how much training you need to spend when you upgrade their superstar attributes and their X factors. So here on the home page of the card, you can do a couple of things. You can compare that quarterback or that position against other position players that you already have in your binder or that you already have starting in your lineup. If you like that particular position and you want to promote them as a starter, you can automatically promote them as a starter right here. You can also, if you don't need that quarterback or position, you can quick sell it for training to upgrade another card, or you can auction that card off to get coin, and we'll talk about that later. You can also add that to a set to upgrade that card as well. We'll talk about sets later. And you can trade that card with another user for another card that they have. Next, if you tab over to attributes, you'll see exactly how good this card is, and you'll see if you want to start this card in your starting lineup, or you want to auction this card off to get some more coin, or if you want to quick sell this card for training, etc., etc. The next tab over is called equipables. Now, if available, this is where you can equip superstar traits, X factors, team chemistries, and different card logos that you want to see for your card. Now, Joe Burrow doesn't have any X Factor traits or can get any superstars just because that's the type of card this is. However, he does have a team chemistry with Cincinnati. Basically, Madden rewards you for building a team of players that at one time played for that particular team. So for example, if I wanted to build team chemistry for the Washington Commanders, any player that at least played a down for the Washington football team, Commanders, Redskins, whatever you want to call them, they get Washington team chemistry. And we'll go over the rewards a little bit later for team chemistry once we get into the binder, but you get some really good rewards when you get enough players that used to play for the same team. Lastly, you have some stats, some next gen stats, things of that nature. I think this is more for bragging rights, just so you can see how well this particular card or / player has been doing for your team. So after we took a look at Joe Burrow and we got those rewards, we now earn 300 coins. And the game wants us to go to the store basically and go through the process of actually buying a pack with the 300 coins that we have. So here in this is the store where you can take your coins or your points and you can purchase packs or individual players, etc., etc. Now with our 300 coins, we have the option to order a rushing upgrade or a receiving upgrade. I love running the football, I love pounding the football, so I'm going to pick the rushing upgrade. Once you click on the pack that you want, this is basically the confirmation screen. They show you exactly what's in the pack, exactly what you can expect to get, how much that pack costs and what you plan on buying it with, and if you want to get started. So once you purchase the pack, they show you, basically they kind of prompt you on some of the things that we talked about the card. So Connor McGovern was one of my cards that I got. Of course, I don't have Cowboys on my team for obvious reasons, so I'm going to quick sell this particular person for 5 training points, and we'll use that later. Next, because I've reached 10,000 XP points, I am now level 2, and with that level 2, one of the rewards was the John Madden coach. So John Madden will be the coach of my team, and he will be on the sidelines. It's a great sentiment to the great John Madden, and that he will be the coach. Now, he doesn't have to be your coach. You can have whatever coach you want, and we'll look at that in the binder. We'll talk about that later. But John Madden can be my coach any day. He only had 3 rules, and that was be on time, pay attention, and play like all hell when I tell you to. That's the kind of guy I want to play for. So now we're back on the home screen, and as you can see, there's a lot more options available to us now that we went through the beginning prompt, and we're going to break each one down before we go over where and how to look at our team. Now, if you've made it this far and you are enjoying the content and you find it helpful, please go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe and the bell notification icon so you never miss any of our content. My goal for this channel is to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and with all your support, which I greatly appreciate it, we can definitely hit that number. Now, back to your regularly scheduled program. So on this screen, we're looking at the play tab where you see challenges, solo battles, and play a friend. Because we're on level 2, As far as our MUT level, we don't have head-to-head and MUT draft, which I'll explain those to you in just a few minutes. For now, let's go down to solo battles. The first time you go to solo battles, you'll see this prompt explaining what solo battles are. Basically, they're taking your lineup from the community each week to earn rewards, show off your skills, and score extra battle points when you play against featured opponents, basically other opponents within the community. 4 new solo battle matches are available every day starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Sunday. So this is basically another way you can earn more coins, more points, and more XP. So when you click on through, you'll see featured opponent. Now this is basically a full game versus the computer using the roster of some other members in the community. So they may be really good rosters, and you can decide the difficulty that you want to play it on. The higher the difficulty, the more points and coins that you get. The next tab over is opponent select. This is where you can have 4 or 5 different opponents that they select for you each week that you can play against, and you can play each game, and the goal is to beat them as bad as possible, because the worse you beat them, the more points you get, and the higher your ranking is, and the higher your ranking, also the more points and coins and all that stuff you receive. So the goal here is to get the win, but don't be afraid to run up the score once you secure the win. Also, you can see the ranking system over here and the top 100. So if you score high enough, you can end up in the top ranking system, and then you can get more XP and more coins. The next tab you see here is missions. Now missions, I describe them as longer tier challenges. So what that means is they may have a challenge that says get 20 rushing touchdowns to receive a certain player or a certain pack. So with that in mind, you can get those 20 touchdowns in solo battles, in other challenges, or head-to-head play. So you can always keep track of your missions with this tab, and you can click on them and see how far away are you from achieving that particular goal. Next we have here is the marketplace. Now the marketplace is where you can use your points and your coins to purchase packs if you want to browse the store, or they have some featured packs here in the front, or this is another place that you can get to when you go to auctions and trade cards. So auctions is where you can either put your card up for auction to get people to buy your particular card for coins, or you can take your coins and purchase individual cards that people are selling on auction. We'll go more on the auction a little later when we sell one of our cards to get more coin. Also, you'll see where it says unopened packs. It'll show you that you have a certain amount of unopened packs if you have them. You'll also see that on the very front page where the play was as well. So I have 6 unopened packs right now that I haven't opened, that I'm going to open before I start the challenges, because I want to get to the level 3 so I can show you head-to-head and MUT draft. So where do you see your team and how do you set up your lineup? I'm glad you asked. Let's go over it right now. So when you tab over to my team, this is where you'll see all the information that you need for your specific team on all the individual cards you have collected so far. So adjust the lineup is where you will put in your starting lineup and your active 53-man roster. Remember, you can collect as many cards as you want. You have 200, 300 cards in your binder, but you can only have an active 53-man roster to play in the games. Now, when you look over to the next one, you'll see binder, and that binder is where all your cards will be, and that's where you can individually look at the cards like we looked at before, as far as setting the chemistry, putting together the X factors and superstar traits, and looking at the overall attributes of that particular card. As you see right there, sets is where you will be able to add a couple of cards to what they call a set to upgrade to another card. So we'll show you sets here in just a second. And then you also have game options and rename your team. Now the first time you click on lineup, it will prompt you to look over at this area right here where you can change your superstar X factors, abilities, lineup type, and chemistries. So going to lineup is just like when in regs you go to depth chart, but this is just another way to adjust your lineup the same way. This is a different way where you can actually see the actual card, like the interface of the actual card, so you can get more of a face to position type situation here. And it's not just a name, because it's hard to be able to look at the different cards and know what type of cards you have and abilities and things like that all in one interface when you just are looking at the depth chart. So that's why they did it this way. So if we scroll all the way to the right, you will see this particular lineup tools come up, like it'll prompt up. If you see from top to bottom, you'll see it says generate the best lineup. You can hit that button and it'll automatically put the best people in the best positions if you don't want to go searching throughout your whole binder. However, you know, I like to put together my own lineup. Now it says change active lineup. Now this is where you can have more than one type of team. So let's say if you wanted a team with all Cincinnati Bengals chemistry, basically what they call are theme teams. So if you wanted a Bengals theme team and you wanted a Washington football team or Washington Commanders theme team, you can have both of those in your binder here and your lineup, and you can switch active lineups and you can play with whatever lineup you want, and they all go to the same coin purse, same training, and same level, so you can play with whatever team you want to. And the next tab you see, it says active superstars. This is where you'll see all the superstar abilities that you have activated. Now even though you put a superstar on your player, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a second, you have to come here to the lineup and activate that superstar. Now every superstar ability costs a certain amount of AP. So for example, you may get a jukebox on your running back and it may cost 4 AP. You have a total of 12 AP to spend on offense and 12 AP to spend on defense. So you have to use your superstar traits wisely and put them on the players that you want, and you have to, you know, prioritize what superstar traits that you need. Next, you'll also be able to activate up to 3 X Factor players per side of the football. So 3 on offense, 3 on defense. So keep in mind, you want to have the X Factors that best suits your team and that will help you win on the field. So lastly, if we click on chemistry and click on the Bengals, you can see that the amount of players that you get on one team, it will boost your team's chemistry and you get extra attributes. And the more you get, if you get the 40 and 50 all on the same team, you get speed boost. So it is very important if you want to run what they call a theme team, basically with all the same players from that team with a few holes to where you can plug those holes with any players that you want. In my humble opinion, having a theme team is what really makes MUT really fun, because you can put together your all-time great team of your favorite franchise. So last year I made a theme team for the Washington football team and it was fun. I got all my old players, I got some current players, and it's just more fun when I can play with my favorite team than some other random legends and things like that. Now, like I said, you can make multiple teams. You can make a team with all just the best players that money can buy, or you can make a team with your favorite theme team, or you can just make a team with just all rookies or just all legends. Whatever your heart desires, you can do it, and that's what makes MUT such a great mode and people love to play it. So if you tab over to the defense, it's pretty much the same thing. Now the chemistry is for the whole team together, offense and defense, special teams, coach, and all that. Now the lineup tools, as far as your AP for your superstars, you get 12 AP on offense, 12 AP on defense. You get 3 X factors on offense, 3 X factors on defense. So those are separate for offense and defense. Next we have the special teams: kicker, punter, kick returner, punt returner. Now this is a really simple way to gain some chemistry if you get a kicker on your team, a punter on your team, and a kick returner, punt returner. So that's easily a way to get some chemistry. Now you can have these guys be superstars if they're already on your offense. As far as kick and punt return, their superstars will be active if they're already active. But you have 2 AP for your superstars on your kick return, punt return, etc. So if you want your superstar to be a superstar kicker, to have focus kicker, or if you want kick returner to have return man, then you can have those. I'm not sure how much focus kicker is for AP. It may be 2 AP, so that may be the only one that you can have. But if it's 1 AP, you can have 1 on him and 1 on the kick returner. So that'll be really helpful. Next, you have specialists. If you're familiar with your depth chart, you already know about these guys. These are already guys that's in your lineup that you want to put as specialty positions, like third down back, power back, slot receiver, rush in, slot cornerback, sub linebacker, things like that. So these particular guys are already on your lineup. If they're active X factors, or if they're active superstars, they'll already have it, and this is just putting them in the positions that you want them. So next we're going to tab over to strategy. Now this is where your offense and defensive playbook is located. By default, they gave you your favorite team's playbook that you put in the beginning of the game. But if that's not the team's playbook that you run with, you can go to the store, or quote unquote marketplace, and then once you click on to store, you can just tab over to training, and then in the training area you'll see where you can change your stadium, choose a different playbook, defensive playbook, coaching, and all that good stuff, and your uniforms. Now keep in mind, each one costs around 250 training, so you do have to earn training by selling off some of your current players, or buying players and quick selling them for training to be able to get the playbook that you want. Right below that, you see offense, defense, and team affinity. That is where you will put your random strategy items that you receive. These are rewards that gives your team just an added boost. Now they are pretty random, and they come from winning, getting more XP and things of that nature. And these strategy boosts, based on the ones that are available to you, can give, maybe for example, give your offensive lineman some blocking boost. Okay, and usually about 3 or 4, and you can upgrade those as you go. So those are just where you would get them, and you'll know when you see them because it says strategy boost, and then that's where you put them. So if we go back out, let's click on binder. So what is your binder? Your binder is the totality of everything you own, as far as every single player card, every strategy item, every coaching uniform, everything you own, collectibles, is in your binder. When you first go to your binder, you'll see this prompt, and it'll show you the item manager, basically showing you how you can sort, search, and find whatever card, strategy item, collectible you want in your binder. So here we are on the first tab where it says my items, and like I said, this is every item that you own, and you can manage every card that you own from here. So you can click on any card that you have, and you can equip superstar traits, X factors, chemistry. Also, you can auction off that card, quick sell that card for training. Whatever you need to do, you can do that from this section right here once you click on that card. Once again, if you look to the left, you'll see the filter where you can search a particular player by name. You can go by type, quality, team, chemistry, program, whatever. However you want to search for your card, you can search for it there, whether you're in here, sets, or auction house. Next, we can tab over to sets. Sets is basically taking a couple of cards and put them together to get a higher overall card. Let's click on the 72-73 overall gold player for an example. The first time you click on one of the sets, it'll prompt you here, and it says the players or other items required to complete the set are shown here. If you already own that item, you can select that item slot and add it from your item manager. So if you look at the top, the first thing you want to notice, as it says 72, 73 overall gold player, and it says repeatable. That means you can do this as many times as you want. Some sets may have a limited number of times you can do it, and some sets may have only one time that you can do it. So it says exchange 3 70 to 71 overall gold players for one 72 to 73 overall gold player. So right here, if you see, it has a couple players that's already ready for me to click. So it says plus. So basically all I have to do is click on that and it will add it from my item manager. And then the one that's empty, it has a search icon on it. I can click on that and it will take me directly to the auction house, and I can search for a 70 to 71 overall player that I can purchase with some coins, and then I can add it to the set. Now, is this the best strategy to build a team? You know, to each his own. I personally don't build this way. There are a couple of sets that you may want to look into with the higher cards. If it's a favorite player that you want, sometimes it's a lot harder to get in the auction house to buy that card individually, so you have to buy smaller cards to get up to that bigger card that you want. So that could be a strategy for later. The last tab we have in your binder is the auction house. Now this is probably one of the most important parts of the MUT community, because this is where you can buy and sell individual cards to help build your team. The only way that you can purchase cards is with coin. You can't use training or any other currency. You have to use coin. So when you earn coins through challenges, or you can earn coin by selling your own cards to get more coin. So as an example, let's go ahead and sell a card right now and see if we can get more coin. So let's start by opening one of the packs that I have. So this is the NFL opt-in pack, and we're going to open up this pack and see what cards they give me, and I'm going to sell the highest card I get. So we'll open them up. Got a 74, 76, it's not bad, 71, 77, 70, and a 74. So let's go ahead and sell this BJ Hill D tackle 77 for the Bengals. So when you click on it, you're gonna have all the options that we talked about before. I could quick sell it for 62 training, I could trade it, or I can auction it. So we're gonna go to auction. Now here, everything is really streamlined. They make it so easy for you to do. They give you all the economic information, the lowest price that it's sold for, the medium price, available now, recent sales within the last couple minutes. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take those recent sales and then I'm going to put it somewhere in the middle. So we go to the buy it now price. I'm going to put it at $18.50. Then we take the starting price if they want to bid on it. We'll put it at $1,800, and then we'll make sure the buy it now is on so they can buy it now, and then we're going to post it. Oh, also the duration, we're going to make sure that it's an hour. You can put it up to whatever you want, but I'm going to do an hour to make sure that it goes quick, and then we'll post it. So check this out, guys. I know you're not going to believe me, but it literally took 5 minutes for someone to purchase this sale and for me to make $16.65. I think they take a little bit for, I don't know, taxes or whatever, I don't know, but it's crazy. So you see the source, it says auction sold, so you know I'm not, joking. And I know you can't tell how long it took because it's a video, but I mean, it is weird. So all the other screenshots that I took, I did the auction because I thought it was going to take a longer time, and then I went through the other screenshots and I didn't even notice that my coin had went up. So now that I look back on all the other screenshots, the coins were sitting up there that I already had, and that because this came in so quickly. So then when I backed out of the binder, it showed me that I won the auction. So it's a really easy process, guys. And a lot of people use the strategy of flipping cards. So that's an advanced strategy. When they get some packs, and if they don't need the particular cards, like in a certain position, maybe they have cards that are higher or the same card, they'll just sell it on the auction for more coins, and they'll save up their coin to get the card that they really want that may help their team chemistry or even their favorite player. So now that we know where our players are in our binder, our team, we can set our lineups, we can do all those things. Now let's do some challenges so we can earn some coin and earn some reward players that they're offering in these particular challenges. So I'll be back. I'm gonna play these challenges and I'm gonna just show you what I got. So here's one of the rewards I got for early access with the challenges, and I got my choice of one of 4 all Madden Team Elite players. So out of these 4, my favorite out the 4 is Barry Sanders. I respect the other 3 guys. Of course, I wasn't going to get Micah Parsons because he played for the Cowboys. Cooper Kupp is cool. You will have an argument to a lot of people who would probably pick Cam Chancellor, a 6'3 safety that you can put as sub linebacker. He will be very useful, but I love running the football and I love Barry Sanders, so I'm going to choose him. Now the cool thing about getting one of those elite cards is they come equipped with a superstar trait. So once I put Barry Sanders in my starting lineup at running back, I can now go over to where it says active superstars, and I can click there and I can activate Barry Sanders superstar trait. So once I click on superstar, I see that Barry Sanders is there and that he has a superstar ability, which is evasive, grants steerable spin and juke moves, and it costs me 3 AP. And of course, seeing that I don't have any other superstars, using that 3 AP is no problem because I have 12 AP points. Remember, this is an imperative that you remember. Just because you equipped your player with a superstar ability or X factor, you have to activate that superstar ability here in your lineup, or else when you play with them in the game, they won't be activated. Trust me, I forgot to do this a lot and I was looking at my players with no stars on the field and we were having a hard time. So make sure if you don't remember anything in this video, remember to activate your superstar abilities. Next, when I was completing the challenges, I also received a strategy item, so I can show you that here. And remember, you're going to put that in the strategy section of your binder underneath the playbook and all that stuff. This particular strategy item is called Lockdown, and it gives me +1 man coverage, +1 zone coverage, and +1 press. So it falls in the defensive slot underneath strategy. So whenever I get a offensive strategy item, then I can put that in the offensive slot, and then whenever there's bonuses, I can put that into the affinity slot. So guys, the next thing that you're going to do is pick out your team captain as you continue to play the challenges. A team captain is going to be with your team the whole year, and throughout the year the team captain is going to get upgrades, and as the players get better as far as throughout a MUT, the team captain will be able to be upgraded with a team captain token that you can earn through challenges and things of that nature. Now the 4 team captains this year is Sam Adams, defensive tackle from Seattle. All right, it's Eric Allen, cornerback from Philadelphia, man-to-man cornerback. Larry Zonka, fullback out of Miami, and Keyshawn, give me the damn ball, Johnson. Okay, now if you notice right here where it says team chemistry, it says all 32 teams. So no matter who you choose as your team captain, they will count as one player for your team chemistry no matter what team you on. You just have to equip that team on the team chemistry, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So what page am I on right now? I forgot to screenshot the team captain screen, but I come to MUT.gg and I will give you a brief overview of this particular site here in just a second, but I just wanted to come here so I can show you the team captains. So the team captain I chose is Keyshawn Johnson, 6'4", 6'5" receiver. Big receivers are going to be important in this game, so I want that big receiver on my team all year long, especially if I can equip the Washington Commanders chemistry on him. Right now we're in the upgrade section. With team captains, they all can get different upgrades throughout the year. As you can see, it only costs about 5-10 training to upgrade him so I can put abilities on him, and then once I continue to do challenges, I will earn a couple of captain tokens to be able to upgrade him all the way up to an 88 overall. So this is the screen of when I'm putting my team chemistry, putting the commander's team chemistry on there. I just went to where it said the Jets on team chemistry, clicked on that, and they give you all the options for all 32 teams, and you find your favorite team or whatever team you want to put the team chemistry on and put it on them. So this is what a team captain token looks like. So anytime you earn one of them, you come back to this page and you click on item, and then it'll allow you to select that item from your binder, and you just equip them, and then it will automatically upgrade him to the next upgrade. Just wanted to show you, boom, I earned an upgrade token for my team captain. So now I'm just going to equip him on the Keyshawn and then go to the next one. Now that I've made it to level 4, you see extra items on my homepage, head-to-head and MUT draft. So I'm going to briefly talk about those before we end this video. And if you're still with me, I really appreciate it. I hope this video has helped you out to understand the process and how you build a team on MUT. And then right before the end of the video, I will go over MUT.gg so you know exactly which cards came out, what card is for your favorite team or theme team that you want to build, and or if you want to build the best team that money can buy, this site will show you how to do it. So we'll get there here in just a second. Now we get into the nitty gritty. You went out, you played the challenges, you played the solo, you built your team, you traded, you auctioned, you did all those things to get the team the best of what you can get right now. Now we can take that team on the field and win some more awards by playing a season. So with the season on MUT, you play to win 5 games. 3 losses will eliminate you from the playoff contention. So once you get to the playoffs, if you win 5 games before you lose 3, you get into the playoffs. And in the playoffs, you have to win 4 straight wins, obviously in the playoffs, to get to the Super Bowl. If I'm not mistaken, if it was like it was last year, if you go undefeated in the season, so if you win 5 games without losing one, you may get a first round bye. So you only have to play 3 games to win the Super Bowl. The more games you win, the bigger the prizes are, the bigger the awards are, and all those awards go to building a better team. Now, as you can see, you have 5 options here. You have seasons, which is basically the season with all pro difficulty, and then you have all Madden seasons, basically playing a season on all Madden, and you're playing other head-to-head players, of course. And then you have Champions League, which is basically they used to call it Weekend League last year, is to where you play 25 games in a weekend to get the best record to win prizes and get on the leaderboard. This year they made it a week long because 25 games in a weekend was really hard to do. So they made it a week long and called it MUT Champions. So you have a whole week to play 25 games. Once you earn the 1 Champions token, and you get that through playing the challenges and solo battles and things like that, and earning the XP rewards to get that champion token. And once you get that champion token, it will unlock the Champions League, and then you will be able to compete in a 25 game series to where you want to get the best record possible to win the best rewards and be on top of the leaderboard. Squad season is basically you playing with a friend and basically co-op and doing seasons that way. And then also you have house rules 1 and done. So this is one of the seasonal type of house rules games. So they're always different. So if you come back here then in the next week, it may be a different house rules game to where basically this particular house rule says make every play count. With 20-yard first downs, you need to utilize your X factors and get value from every play. Each play can be only called once. So These particular games have different type of awards as well, and so it just makes it that much more fun to play. So it's always different types of game modes to play, which keeps it unique and very fun to do. So I accidentally clicked on seasons and it took me into a game, but I stopped this guy on defense, got an interception, and he ended up quitting afterwards, so I got the win. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like when you get a win in head-to-head. So if you can see at the bottom right, you'll see that it has my record. Basically, one game it's a win, so it's checked off, and then I have 4 more games to win to get to the playoffs. And then it says loses to elimination is 3, and then wins to the playoff berth is 4. And then once you get into the playoff, you have to win. You can't lose anymore after that, obviously, and then you try to get to the Super Bowl and win it. So the last mode that we're going to go over is MUT Draft. This is basically where you have to pay, I think, either 5 or 10,000 coin to get into the draft, and that is basically your salary cap. And then they have a list of players, and each player is a certain amount of coin, and it's almost like a salary cap draft, you know. And so you're going to be drafting, either you can play solo versus the computer, or you can play head to head with another person that you're going to draft, or you can play with a friend and draft with a friend, and then you draft a team and you just play each other after that. And of course, there's always rewards that come with it. You can earn XP, you can earn other coin and things of that nature. So it's just another fun way to play and earn coin and get better. So I believe I have covered all the basics of building and learning Madden Ultimate Team 23. So now that you can build your team and compete, you'll be able to explore and learn new things and have a great time building your perfect fantasy team. So the last thing I wanted to show you, this is a little bit more advanced. Now that you know how to get cards, where to get cards, let's talk about what cards to get. Okay, so I'm not going to go in detail and telling you what you should do with your coin and what cards you should get, but I want to show you the database so you know every single card that's available to you. If you go to this website, MUT.gg, now I'm not sure if this is affiliated with EA or how they get all this information, but this is the best site for Madden Ultimate Team, and it's not even close. Okay, they have everything. This site is amazing, and they'll tell you new cards that are coming out. See, this is the time of me recording this. This is August 19th, so Madden just came out officially for everybody, and on August 20th these cards will be coming out. You have Mike Allstott, Tony Gonzalez, Ronnie Lott, Bruce Matthews, and this is part of a, looks like an all Madden theme pack, and you probably get to choose 1 or 2 or what, however you get them, or you can get them through a set, or you can just go to auction and just buy them straight up. And they give you all the information about each card. If I click on this card, let's click on the Mike Allstott, it'll give me information about his, you know, all his attributes and, you know, team chemistry, all that good stuff that we need to know. So let's go back to the home page. Now, what makes this site so great is not only they give you details on every little thing as far as team captains, and more information that I could even give you. Okay, it's just now that the information that you got from my video, when they tell you something, it won't sound totally foreign. You can get it. You'll be like, oh, team captain token. I can get a team captain token by doing this. Okay, it makes sense. Now, what I love to use this site for is to check out my theme team. So if I come here to theme team, it tells you the overall of every single theme team available out right now. And they try to keep them even, but of course the Washington Commanders kind of get, you know, the short end of the stick of a lot, but you know, we try to deal with it. So I'll click on the Washington Commanders, and they will let me know every person that I could possibly get that has a Washington football team, Washington Commanders team chemistry. So you see right here, Kirk Cousins, he's a Minnesota Viking. You can see right there, team chemistry is Washington and Minnesota because he played for both of us. Same thing with Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz played with the Colts, Washington, and Eagles, so his team chemistry is with all three of those teams. So that's why it's really great when players like Deion Sanders comes out. You know, he has a lot of team chemistry. He has team chemistry with us, team chemistry with the Cowboys, 49ers, Ravens, things of that nature. So it's always great when players that play with a lot of great players that play with a lot of teams, and especially Washington, maybe at the end of their career, and we can get that team chemistry. So as you see, this is our whole team, and it doesn't look great right now, but of course throughout the year they'll put out upgrades and better players and things like that. So this is just the beginning of the year. That's why it's hard to start MUT a couple of months late, because most people have already built their team, and if you don't want to spend any money, you're going to have to go through all those challenges and try to catch up. So it's just you're just catching up from there. So if you can start early, and you know, even though if you don't have any money to spend, you can build your team through challenges, through the field pass, through solo battles, through head-to-head, and actually build and grind and make your team better by winning awards. Last thing I want to show you, if you go to Madden 23 players, this is every single player that's available out right now. So from the best player to the worst player. So if you want to buy or get the best team that money can buy, this is where you would go to find the best players, and then they have an estimate of how much that player is costing right now if you want to go and get that player in auction. Some of these players you can't get in auction. You have to earn through different sets, or you have to earn through playing the solo battles or challenges and things of that nature. So just keep that in mind as well. For example, you see Dave Casper right here, right? Dave Casper has 3 team chemistry. But you also see where this says net. So you see these have coins. Like this one is Jalen Hurts is worth over 400,000 coin. This one says net. That means non-auctionable or tradable. So you won't find Dave Casper in the auction. So you may have to find them through a set or some other way. I think that is it, guys. You can search through this website. It has tons of filters, tons of just play with it, and you'll find all types of items. You'll know exactly what type of team you want to build, what type of cards you want to buy, how you to get those cards and things of that nature. So that's it, man. This is it went a little longer than I thought, but I wanted to cover everything. I wanted you to understand exactly how Madden Ultimate Team works, you know, ins and outs of it. And I know when I first got started, I was totally lost, and I was trying to find beginner videos, and they just kind of breezed over everything, and it just, you know, they were like 10 minutes long. As you can see, I did this video and I tried to break down every single thing I could, and this video is almost an hour. So you can tell when I saw a 10-minute video, it just wasn't giving me everything I need. I was so lost. So I just wanted to help as many people out as I can to have as much fun as they can playing Madden Ultimate Team, because I have a great time playing it. It also helps my game, because Madden Ultimate Team is more of a competitive game, and when I play my franchises, that's more of a sim game. So it's just 2 different games, and it also helps me get better as a Madden player. So I don't have anything else, man. If you enjoyed this video, it put a lot into it. So go ahead and drop that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to add timestamps in the description throughout the video, so that way if you missed anything or you have to come back, you can just hit the timestamp and it'll take you right back to where I was talking about that particular topic. I don't have anything else, man. Thank you guys. Be safe. It's the weekend when I'm dropping this video. Enjoy Madden 23. Enjoy this season. Happy Madden season. RIP John Madden. Thank you for providing us with some great memories, providing us with this game that we love so much. And I don't have anything else, man. Thank you for coming out. Class is dismissed. Be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. Take an Uber.